Hello, everybody. This is our dear colleague from Clarivate Analytics. He will be presenting us some novelties on bibliographic analysis done by Clarivate. So if you have questions, please write them in Q&A below. So after our second sponsor, we will answer both of those questions from you and from other colleagues. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Everything is perfect. Then let me start sharing my screen.
Yes.
Can you see it, please? If you can briefly confirm. And please, if the quality is the quality of the video is low, so let me know. I can switch it off.
No, it's great.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to present you today the novelties on bibliographic analysis by Clarivate. My name is Josef, Jilek, and together with my colleague Marko Zovko, we are supporting the Croatian community and especially the products related to the Web of Science and broader Clarivate. Where to start? Web of Science and the Clarivate supports various tools from the Web of Science family. We are, let's say, finalizing the literature and research workflow. As you can feel, the key solution from our brand is Web of Science core collection. A part of Web of Science, we are providing several analytic or let's say supportive tools. Let me just minimize the webcams. And regarding the tools themselves, today's goal is to describe Insights platform, and especially the let's say flagship in field of analytics, Insights benchmarking and analytics. For those of you who are not very familiar what Insights benchmarking and analytics does, so Insights benchmarking and analytics is providing you with the metric analysis based on Web of Science core collection data. The data coverage from Web of Science starts in 1980 to current or to the latest research output, and we are indexing for Insights benchmarking and analytics research papers or scholar journals, conference proceedings, and scholar books. The main goals you might to reach with the Insights benchmarking and analytics. You can easily create the institutional benchmarks on the preferred scale. You can find and evaluate collaboration, the current one or the potential which might be interesting for your researchers or for your institution. Thanks to Insights BNA, you can easily demonstrate the impact of your current research. I will speak later about the metrics you are able to use to evaluate and demonstrate your own impact. A very interesting tool, especially for Croatian institutions, might be my organization. I will speak about this closer a little bit later, but trust me, my organization is a unique tool which allows you to evaluate the research output of sub-organization units. So you can easily evaluate your faculties, departments, research groups, or laboratories, etc. What are the key features? You can easily customize your own report and prepare them either for internal evaluation or to promote your institution externally. You can easily create the institutional profiles, etc. The main tools which are used to analyze your research output or your organization or other are the bibliometric indicators, which are divided to several groups or several ranks. You can either evaluate the production or impact. You can obtain and evaluate your or concerned entity by normalized indicators, which are, let's say, unbiased and very powerful indicators to demonstrate the true impact of each research. These normalized indicators are based on the particular field and normalized by the field, year of published, and the document type. So you can be sure you are not comparing oranges with the apples. You can either define the top performance, collaborations, or the journal indicators, which are, let's say, very appreciated, especially by Croatian community. Regarding the novelties or new features, through the past 8 months, we have updated Insights BNA more than 25 times, apart the 7 regular updates, because Insights BNA is updated monthly. So each month we are adding the new research or new research output to extend the current research. Apart of this, we were providing the new visualization, JCR, 2019 data, and more others. If you are interested in this, please follow the link provided in the presentation. This presentation will be shared with you by our organizers. The most important are, let's say, 2 points: transparency and responsible metrics, and I will dedicate the most of the time to these 2 points. Regarding the data transparency, the most significant extension is the clickable data behind the metrics. These days, you can easily obtain on single one click the total amount or total complete list of the articles which belongs, for example, to first quartile for University of Zagreb. So all papers which belonged to the quartile Q1 based on the journal citation reports data. These data are for sure available for, let's say, more browsing, so you can easily visit the Web of Science itself or download the complete data up to the total limit which is set by 50,000. Same service is available also for the dataset baselines or for the baselines, which are available either for pinned items or for all items which are available in or which are retrieved by your analysis. A very new extension or feature is view in the Web of Science. Thanks to this, you can easily switch your view from the Insights benchmarking analytics to the Web of Science. You can, for example, obtain or harvest cited references or other related content and analyze these records back in Insights benchmarking and analytics. From a perspective of the research evaluation, one very significant extension is called author position. Author position allows us to analyze or recognize and modify your analysis based on the author position. Basically, we are recognizing 3 main author positions: first author, last author, and reprint or corresponding author. Thanks to this, we can obtain the research output which was provided by or which was authored by this set of the authors. Apart of this, we are providing 6 additional metrics which helps you to better understand, let's say, the publishing strategy of your particular authors, and you can easily obtain the share of research output provided by the mentioned author positions or same as you can obtain the absolute number or the count of such a published papers. With regards to the visualization, we have we brought up with the new visualization, which is defining impact profiles. You can easily define or divide the research output of your institution to the various segments or various layers based on the category normalized citation impact, and you can better understand the research and compare, for example, the research performance or impact of all published articles compared to, for example, green open access content published by your research organization. This particular case is showing the let's say comparison for Croatia and for closest neighbors based on the category normalized citation impact and how what's the research impact of the particular papers. Other step which I wanted to mention is publisher unification. Other, let's say, very appreciated extension available in Insights BNA, which allows each customer to obtain unified publishers easily on several clicks. Thanks to this extension, you can obtain, for example, all research output published with a particular publishing house. In our example, Taylor Francis. In the first visualization, we are considering just the papers where are the Croatian researchers considered as corresponding authors. We can easily obtain those papers which are identified as open access papers, and thanks to, let's say, additional sources which are available also in between the Clarivate analytic solutions, we can obtain such details as APCs for the particular journals, and thanks to this we can aggregate, let's say, more exhaustive or more detailed analysis, and we can obtain how much we are spending, let's say, for particular publishing house. The last point I wanted to mention is my organization. I provided short introduction during the first part of my presentation. So my organization is a unique tool in the way that it allows the subscribing institution to extend their analysis for the let's say faculty department or research institute levels. The key advantage of this tool is that all content or all data which are necessary to build this data set are stored in the institution internally. Institutions are managing their data themselves. And this is very useful to analyze the current research, same as to, let's say, make the predictive analysis for your research organization. Last but not least, for heavy users of Insights, let me mention that we are preparing a brand new interface which should be released soon. This interface was built on the recommendation provided by Institute for Scientific Information, and by considering the customer feedback. So we will contact you very soon with the new information regarding this new interface, and we will be happy to provide you trainings or more details. If you have some doubts or notes to all what was said, please feel free to contact us using these two emails. You can contact directly me or my colleague Mark Josefko. So thank you very much for your attention, and
thank you.
I will stay with you for the Q&A and for the chat.
Thank you. We are looking
later.
forward
Thank
for
you
all. We are looking forward for all those new novelties, and thank you, and thank colleague Zovko also, of course. We will see. We will see you after 15 minutes. Okay, for
Sure.
questions.
Thank you.
I hope that my. Okay. Are you here? Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you very much for your invitation. And yeah, if you consider, I can start to make the presentation.
Yes. You can share with us your tools and your digital commons used by Elsevier. Okay.
It's okay. Are you seeing the presentation?
Yes. It's okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. As the idea was to make some presentation for our case study that we try to generate a knowledge center here at UBT with the usage of Elsevier Digital Commons with BPress. And
can you share it? Yes. Okay.
It's okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This was the title. My name is Edmond Hajrizi. I'm the founder and director of UBT. The UBT is the University for Business and Technology, established in 2001 here in Pristina in Kosovo. We have more than 10,000 students now and 1,000 staff. And today we consider we are a comprehensive institution with almost most of the major areas of education and in different levels of education from undergraduate till the postgraduate studies. Yeah, this is about UBT. It's located in different locations, and as a higher education institution, taking care about the new knowledge generation, education, research, and so on. There are different sources where you can generate knowledge. Of course, first of all, because we are very focused on STEM education, you have a lot of areas dealing with project-based education, with experiment-based, problem, innovation-based. You know, there are a lot of let's say definition that you will work with the students as a group, as a team, as an individual, to generate some outputs for the project, which based on this output, you can have a new prototype, you can have something new, you can have a new knowledge. As from the area of research and development, then we have incubation, innovation centers, and different other centers where they do as a lot of new things, creative things, and as a research output. We have as a polyclinics dealing with area of healthcare, medicine, life sciences, and so on. And as another science and technology park, which is a kind of small-scale entrepreneurial based innovation-based ecosystem we call UBT City. And all of those knowledge, we are trying to put it and present it in different application that in most cases UBT has created their own self. So we generate statistics data called UBT Stats, data center, the database for publication and project outputs of UBT and in Kosovo, different aspects of information management systems, library information systems, but also putting in our journals, in proceedings, books, project reports, and thesis. And the idea was how can we curate this knowledge? How can we manage the knowledge? How can we have a kind of knowledge ecosystem where we can integrate all those kind of aspects in different level, in kind of cross functionality, so that we really can generate knowledge. We can save the knowledge they save from the things is not just using for education, but can use as a for the next generation, can be more visible. We consider there are a lot of knowledge is generating as in the local level, in the regional level, but sometimes it's not visible, and it would be nice to see and to have even sometimes it's very interesting information or knowledge that you can get later on, and it would be nice to save the authorship and so on. So all those kind, and transformation from so-called library information system to knowledge management system, intellectual property rights issues, and a lot of such things in a kind of let's say system approach. Based on this, we have worked with our students and staff and with different partners. So we create kind of a transdisciplinarity approach, and we came to a kind of rich picture how it looks like this knowledge center of UBT. So it should not be just local, it should be open, as with international partnership, should integrate different levels, different areas, different types of knowledge generation from working spaces, library, research, and all those kind of let's say supply chain that we will consider. Based on this, we have in 2017 established the center with a mission and vision, which I already try to present to you to consider this kind of, let's say, interoperability and integration approach based on the digitalization, of course, and be able to be very valuable for, first of all, our students, staff, but also for the community in general. Because we are very let's say focus on digitalization. We have one of the largest school of computer science and information system in the region. Of course, we have as well some spin-offs to generate digitalization of education. And we had a lot of such things. And then we thought, okay, what should we do? Should we create on solution as for this part? Or should be, let's say, buying or hosting another solution for our knowledge management center? Based on the evaluation and based on some criteria, pro and contras, so we decided that for this case, we should have a BPRES Digital Commons because we consider that there are really a lot of attributes that they can fulfill all gaps or let's say requirements, not gaps, in this case. First of all, the elements that we came to this is that they provide to you a very tailor-made design, saving your corporate identity, promote your corporate identity, linking with your functionality, with your strategy, and the structure of institution that you can have. You should not care for the updating technology and security because they will working on these issues. Is very friendly user interface in the sense of uploading the data, linking the data, visibility of the data in different formats. But another part is that you can also have through BPRES and Elsevier, you can have also a global integration, which you can increase your international visibility and your citation. Even you have your own journal and you generate your own way of, let's say, open access for your knowledge that you have generated in your institution. The basic elements, of course, unlimited capacities and so on. One very important aspect for us in comparison with self-made product or getting another open access source solution is also the search engine optimization that the BPRES has really very well developed, which you can create more visibility for you. And of course, in this time, as the colleague present as some features from another solution, the real-time reports, real-time reports, different structure of reports, so that you have a clear picture and views where you are and how the trends are going and how. So it's quite this a global approach, which we have really fulfilled the mission and the vision of our knowledge center, which we wanted to see. So this is the point. Based on this, of course, the project was not just from UBT side. We have involved also colleague from United States, from Sweden, from Australia. So we create kind of best practice of different institutions from different views, but now with a kind of a knowledge ecosystem point of view. And thanks, we had as a support from Fulbright to create this entire process of implementation. First the knowledge-centered concept, and then as the BPress implementation, which we succeed to put all our conference and journal papers there, putting the DOI to all journals and proceedings. Till now that we have created more than 10 years in the previous years, and adding additional information of faculty work, students work, media work, and so on, so that you can find there in it part. And so we have increased as well the process for journal and indexing for own journal that we have established here. The part of students' work for us is very important, that we consider if a kind of school like architecture has 500 students a year, they generate 500 creative ideas and solution. It would be very nice that they present their authorship, their products, their creativity in the web. We can save the daytime, the format, the part. This can be very good for them to improve the let's say visibility, but in the same time it's also a knowledge for the next generation, where we can let's say next students, next generation can compare their work with previous work and consider as a previous knowledge, and can eliminate also the plagiarism, in the sense that somebody wanted to have similar ideas or the same, let's say, similar project that you cannot compare before. So in fashion, in design, in engineering, but also in other aspects. So the entire students' work now is uploaded in the knowledge center, which we consider it's really very nice. So it's public, it's open access, and everybody can access on this this part. We are now working very much to upgrade and update all knowledge that we are considering, we are generating from UBT sites in all those elements. What we are using now BPress is as to create some common knowledge elements, like specialized knowledge for, let's say, e-health, not only on institution level, but on a joint center, or kind of convergence knowledge from different institution, different levels, or different faculties. We are working now with the BPress to integrate all kind of faculty work from different sources automatically in the BPress, which is possible, and there was no bureaucracy on it. And also integrating the so-called Classroom 3.0, which our students and staff is generating on virtual reality and augmented reality. So this is our technology, which UBT has already started this year very, very strongly. And then you can go there and you can see the entire 3D presentation and models, which is quite very impressive on this. So what we can consider in the last 2 years, the impact of this application is quite impressive because has increased the motivation of faculty for international visibility. They saw that their publication, their work is visible now, is accessible from different global interest people, and with this they increase as with the citation index and different aspects in this direction. From the students' point of view, it's as mentioned before, the authorship is there. Is if somebody creates some creative work or another work is belong to them, and it's nice for them to see that they create before 2 years, 3 years, or many years later. There's increasing the creativity, collecting all those knowledge generation during the education process in part, and the other aspect I think I mentioned as a before. Now, with this component and BPress common, we are able as to be kind of host of kind of partnership of not just knowledge from UBT, but also interact with other stakeholders on national and international partnership. So quite for us, and another aspect is also the transparency that was mentioned also before, for international partners, that they can see exactly or expertise or competence or publication or let's say knowledge generation production that we are providing and producing every year. So this was the short. Again, very let's say thank you to different partners from United States, from Sweden, students and staff, that because it was not just a classical process of generating knowledge, but creating from students, from staff with a soft and system design view, and integrating and creating really a very good, let's say, ecosystem of UBT in this process, with support and with the placement as in BPress on it. So thank you. If you have any question, or I would be I appreciate to answer.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us and for showing us how you use this Elsevier platform. And thank you both for sharing us your experiences with those two platforms and everything that they has had to share. We have one question for Josef. So maybe if he is here, yes.
Hello again.
We have a question about Web of Science, and that's strict editorial triage. What do you say to researchers who publish in languages other than English or using non-traditional channels and risking to be excluded from your database and metrics?
Well, thank you very much for this question. It's a really interesting and right point. Well, we are, let's say, constantly thinking or evaluating our database or current research communication channels, current languages, and all the things. Please, first of all, trust me, the strict editorial triage or triage is not let's say valid anymore. Let's say kind of the way how to react or how to make the rules less strict will be delivering the emerging sources citation index, which is a brand relatively new citation index, which doesn't take that much to the timeliness, doesn't take that much to the, let's say, formal requirements as used to the previous citation indexes. So this is kind of misunderstanding. We are trying to react and to extend the document types. And so the other example which might be used are the additional citation indexes which are available in Web of Science itself. we may consider the data citation index, the patent or Derwent innovation index. This all is, let's say, indexed. We all in the Clarivate follow these sources, and let's say the time of considering them for, let's say, bibliometric analysis might come in the future. Regarding the languages, that's true that in our editorial recommendations are English titles, abstract, and keywords. The main reason for this, we trust that the English is, let's say, main language of the science. Kind of still, we don't have to agree with it 100%, but this is the current situation we have to live with, and therefore at least this is the general requirement to make your research visible regardless let's say the main language of the content. And the second point I wanted to mention regarding the multi-languages or the different languages available for research, we have recently introduced the Arabic Citation Index as an answer for let's say this language doubts, and this is let's say third or fourth example of the national citation indexes which are available on Web of Science, on broader Web of Science, and it's for further discussion if it makes sense to adopt them for the analysis in Insights, but this has to be, let's say, evaluated by the professional community and by the broader community. I am not the right person to make this decision at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. I hope we answered that question for our colleague. We have a question for Dr. Hajrizi. What is your experience with the process of applying for journal indexing?
Yeah, thank you. You know that as a young institution or young journals, you have to have some experience, let's say, or time to come to the level of indexing, and this visibility is very important for you. If you put there, people can see the access, can see the quality of the papers of your institution, and then you can increase. We are now in process of applying that all journals and even proceedings to be considered in some open access indexing association, or let's say in the list where you have here is it's as of for in process, and those expertise has been done during this knowledge center where we work with colleagues from all the institution too. So I think it's more argumentation on the process that now you have everything in BPress, like, and including the journals, you have all components that you need to consider, the keywords, the entire paper, the digital object identifier. You have also all the aspects of presentation, the structure and the issues, and then so and based on this, I mean, there are entire components inside that the indexing process can happen very easily, can be evaluated and can be accepted as a journal for indexing. This is what we considered this was a help to create better structure, rather than you have a web-based design from your side in a web page where you have already some elements, but not this networking, this background of interaction with different databases, and also this search engine optimization as different ranking institution or ranking organization are using in the process to see what we do.
And have you noticed increased visibility since you start using this service?
Yes, yes, of course. It was an increase, huge, let's say, great visibility, because can you imagine, we have 15 international scientific conferences annually. It's a huge number of people. 2,000 people are publishing at UBT, and in previous time you did not present this very well. And even you have the peer review process, you have really based on the best practice we have as hosting different international scientific conferences. And based on this standard, now we are organizing, and based on it now with BPress, we increase the visibility, we increase the citation of our authorship of our professors, and we increase also the visibility and ranking in general. So this can be considered one of the major impact on international visibility of UBT even. And I think this was also the main slogan: make local knowledge more visible.
And was it difficult or easy to adjust that tool?
No, not really. It was really great. This is, even my background is in information system, and I'm as a professor of those things, and I will not decide very easy to if there is really good attributes inside of those solutions. And I would say it was easy. Was very easy for us. And what is easy for us, and in this interaction, is also the link of our databases or our background of our system with the BPress, which it's really a very nice element, not to have a lot of programming for such interfaces.
Just a second to see if we have one more. What are the? We have one more question for Josef. What are the prerequisites for moving the journal from emerging source citation index to classical index basis to SCI?
Sorry, once again.
What are the prerequisites for moving the journal from emerging source citation index to science citation index basis?
This is kind of last triage of the selection process when the citation impact is considered. This is kind of automatic process, because each journal indexed in Web of Science generally has to be evaluated by the citation impact as well. So we are let's say managing this internally with our editors, and the main aspect is citation impact, or the citations of the particular journal editors and so on so far. So this is the amount of self citations and the other markers which we consider.
Great, thank you so much for your answers. Thank you both for joining us at this conference.
Thank you for having us.
I hope next year we'll see each other in Zadar as usual. For all other questions, I will have your web mails. So if somebody had some more questions, they will contact you. And we have one webinar after this, so you can join us in that. The link is our email or somewhere, yes. So thank you so much once again, and see you some other time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.